Greetings. This subject on martial arts is the beginner's level, the first stage of what people should be doing if they're beginners. But before we get into that subject, I must point out a few subjects on strategies. And the best strategy that you can ever have is physical fitness and have a good pair of running shoes. One, if anybody attacks you with a weapon, or there's a lot of them, the best thing is to run, call the police, and get them stopped. If they're attacking you, they must likely be attacking other innocent women and children. You can't prevent the ones that happened in the past. It's too late. But you can prevent the ones in the future. You call the police, make sure you give them a description of the people or the person if you can. Whatever you can tell them in evidence, and they get arrested, and you stop a criminal from hurting innocent women and children. So one strategy is to have run shoes and be able to escape that situation. Okay? So we're going to start the subject now for beginners, and that is we're going to teach you on feet techniques on the karate or the kung fu or the kickboxing, or in this case my method of the martial arts. Okay? The first kick one has to learn is the basic front kick, and that's done with the back foot going this way. And I'll do it slowly so you can see exactly what's happening. And once you learn it with one foot, or you train to get it both feet, you do it with the other foot. It doesn't have to be high. Just get that kick can be low as here. Okay? Or it can be done with the heel or the toes. Okay? It can be high, it can be low, it can be medium, depending on what the upper knees. But the best way is when you're a beginner to aim for the low line, which usually kicks, because you most likely can't kick high. And it's ridiculous to do so anyway, if a professional has the upper knees there. Okay? And for a beginner, you will kick low. Punches, you will use high, unless you're on the ground. You can use punches for the feet or whatever. The next kick will be the roundhouse, which comes out this way, and you come around this way. That's what's called the roundhouse, or what was called in my days. I don't know what it's called these days. And the left hand foot will be in this position here. The next kick is the side kick, which is used this way. Okay? You come out this way. Okay? The left foot will obviously be coming out this way, and you come out this way. So you do it slowly first and gradually increase the speed. The problem with martial artists is they think that they can do it slowly all their life, and when they get in a situation they can speed up. You cannot speed up in a situation in a real fight, because it takes the speed to win a fight, unless you actually practice for speed. But if you can't do it slowly, you will never do it fast. Okay? So practice slowly and gradually increase the speed until you can do it fast. Once you learn those kicks, then you transport those kicks in the front foot. So the same kicks are done the same way, except you do it in the front foot. Okay? The front foot. Okay? The front foot. Okay? From the front. The side kick is done from the front. Okay? The side kick is done from the front. Once you have mastered them, you might go for the crescent kick, which is mainly used for head or around this area as a sweep, but mostly for the head. So it's used for the head, this one, but so you have to master the head. And the crescent in. Okay, it's also used for the head in my opinion. Okay, but although it's best to use kicks for the feet, especially for the beginner. Once you master all those kicks both from the back foot and the front foot, like I showed you with the first three kicks, same thing with the other two, you then practice the spinning kick. So you make full combinations. You make a side kick, and as you're blocking an attack, you come in, come out this way. You then practice the reverse way, you block, and you come in this way. Okay? There's strategies behind all this, but it's the basics. Okay? The other technique that you learn is the hook kick. So from this example, it comes up, you come bang. Okay? It comes up, and you come back, and you have to learn it from the back foot first, and eventually from the front. From there, you will spin and practice around this area. Okay? So do it slow so you can see it, and come around this area. Okay? From there, you may learn the spinning kicks from a 360 degrees turn rather than a 180. 180 is from the back. This does the same kicks that I showed you, but from the front foot coming forward. They're the kicks that I have learned in the martial arts, and one's compulsory for the arts, especially the forward kicks. Spin kicks are not that important, but sometimes can save your life. Okay? From there, you may learn the knees, which is one front knee, the same way as the kicks from the back. Okay, from the back. Okay, and then from the front. Okay, from the front. Okay, so that's the front knee, what I call. This is the roundhouse. Okay, from the back and from the front. Okay, that's the front, and this is the back. Okay, and then there's crescent in and crescent out. So you've got crescent in and crescent out. You've got crescent in and crescent out. Okay, that you learn in your knees, and of course you may grab the neck to do that. Okay, as you see some Thai boxers do that. But there are strategies behind the knees that you use as a beginner. You have to learn your weapon of defense. From there, you may learn the elbows. Come this way and this way. Same thing. That's roundhouse. Same as the round kick with the round knee. Roundhouse. Okay. Roundhouse. There's upper. Okay, and there's down. Okay. But the forward hand, behind hand, and the other side. From there is what you call a spinning elbow. Come up this way, spinning elbow, coming out this way. From there, you may learn the punches. So you've got the punches, for example, in Wing Chun, or in one method that I use, you're coming this way, okay, or you're coming this way. You've got the jab, you're coming in boxing, for example, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. You've got the hammer, okay. You've got all these techniques in boxing, okay. From here, okay. You've got the Wing Chun techniques with the other hand, okay. Hooks, okay. The basic punches in boxing or in martial art academies. You've got your defense in strikes as in the finger jabs, okay. Finger jabs. Got the cap jab, which is the same thing as the finger jab, except you strike on an angle like a roundhouse. The other way, it's a back fist. You also got the back fist and the punch, which I forgot to mention. And you've got spinning crescent. Spinning crescent, okay? So as you've got your cat stretches, cat strikes, okay, in this position, maybe up to the nose. Doesn't look too on the nose, but it may sometimes, okay? You've got the strikes into the neck, you've got the strikes ribs, your palm strikes, your chops. You've got your bites that you have to practice by thinking about it, as you can't go biting people. You've got your headbutts, then you've got your throws, as in a judo, okay? Then you've got your grabs, as in judo, jiu-jitsu, on the floor, tactics. The best way to learn is to go to academies and learn what works for you, take a hold of it and master it. But once you do that, learn what doesn't work for you and get your weaknesses working, so you have no weaknesses once you master them. There's also defense, for example, in blocking. You will block this way. Okay, for example, in Kung Fu, they will teach you this kind of thing here. So there's a block out here, block out here, block out here, block out here, and this way. Okay, and the same thing in the other side. Okay, you can combine it with two hands, see? Okay, in Jet Can Do, that we mainly use, you can use the same blocks, but they use the back hand to block, except they will mainly use parries. This is more parrying. The blocking, parrying is kind of deflecting the blow rather than blocking it. Okay, so you can use parries. The same thing as blocking. It's not the same thing, but it's the same kind of thing to understand it. Instead of blocking the punch, you parry the punch. Okay, so you deflect it. Okay, it's known as parrying. There's ducks, where you duck the punch and come in with your own attacks. Going back, for example, going sides, ducking down, okay, ducking on an angle, coming in, coming out, etc. There's also other strategies that I've mentioned in the other say, but that's your basic defense for your weapons and your attacks. Now, just thinking if I've left anything out. There's also headbutts. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Okay? If you get 2 pints, you can use headbutts, but you have to practice all of these until it's perfect. Okay? So, but the most important thing is, the most thing that will benefit you more than ever in any strategy is have a good pair of running shoes, do a lot of running, you get physically fit, and if there's a lot of them, or even one person with a knife, or even just one person, just run. Even if you can beat that person up and he's got no weapons, run, because it's not worth fighting. You call the police and stop that aggressor from hurting others and yourself. The police are there to protect the public. But for argument's sake, if you're cornered somewhere or surrounded by a lot of people and you can't run, you have to start learning the art of martial arts. And this is the basic defense concerning what weapons to use, that according to what I have learned in all my martial art career.